At the end of every chapter, I look at the map and do one final send-off, looking at all the POIs, the biomes, but this time's gonna be different. Probably moving forward, I'm probably gonna be doing this still because I'm at a point in my Fortnite career where I don't really play the Battle Royale map anymore, or really have any personal connections with the POIs or biomes. The Chapter 5 map just looks all the same to me, and all the changes are just all there. I don't have any personal opinions on it, so instead, I'm going to be talking about each individual season, talking about the highs, the lows in it, for me personally, because I have some things I have to say about all the 4 Fortnite seasons of Chapter 5. Starting off, we have Chapter 5 Season 1. I like Chapter 5 Season 1, except for one small thing, which isn't really a small thing, it's kind of a big thing, but Chapter 5 Season 1 is a good season. Overall, in terms of the map, I like the map. Even though people have said that it's based off of Call of Duty or Warzone or whatever, I don't care. I think the map looks good. I like the medallions. You know, the whole day of the medallions are actually really cool because if you grabbed all 5, you had 100 shield all the time. You felt like Thanos collecting the stones. I wish that they kept that for the other 3 seasons, not just have each medallion be its own unique thing, because I would like them when they're all were connected, but that's just me personally. In terms of the combat, you had to modify weapons where you can actually add and detach attachments, which were a really cool idea. Granted, the workbenches were nowhere to be seen, only in the vaults or bunkers, which were terrible to go into because you always died in them. But the one thing that wasn't pointless, and the thing I want to cover here, are the snipers. Because I have a really big hot take, and is that the snipers are the worst addition in Chapter 5. But the snipers I use at the workbenches, they're the most overpowered things ever, because you can die at any point. Basically, you make the sniper sniper, or assault rifle, or shotgun, you can make all 3. And in creative maps like the pit, it became almost unplayable to play, because everyone's inventories were full of snipers. I guess the final thing is to talk about the metaverse, because Fortnite introduced the metaverse in this season, and the whole metaverse thing, I'm fine with. Like, I'm not going to be talking too much in depth with it because it's not really part of the video, but the metaverse is a part of Fortnite, especially Chapter 5, and moving forward, it just is. Like, everything's all intertwined with each other, and it's just, to me, I'm fine with it. I like the idea of LEGO Fortnite, Rocket Racing, Festival. I like those game modes, and they're fun to play on the side. Like, I can't see myself playing these all day, every day, like with Battle Royale. No. But it's fun little side gimmicks to play once in a while. I'm fine with that. Next up, we have Chapter 5 Season 2, and this was the Greek Immortals update, which the idea of all the Greek gods being into Fortnite was a good idea, except for Poseidon. That was such a terrible decision to make him the Slurp thing, just make him the regular Poseidon, but besides that, all the skins are great, the POIs are great, Mount Olympus is really cool, and Grimgate with the green water, the skulls, it's great mobility. It's one of the greatest additions to Chapter 5, being able to, be able to have the skulls and travel anywhere and keep them. The only downside is that when you try to mantle it, sometimes I used to do using the skulls, which there's no way to really fix that because it's both spacebar, so that was like the most annoyingest, that was sort of annoying. But moving over to the weapons, you had the lightning bolts, which as time went on during the season, they became useless because of snipers. You had the wings, which became somewhat useless because snipers one-shot you out of the sky. You had the golden banana, which gave you a lot of health, jump boost. It was really cool, but the only problem is that you got one-shot by the snipers. As you can see, the snipers are still overpowered as hell, and that was more so in this season than last season. People had practice in the prior season. But in terms of Season 2, that didn't stop me from hating the season. I still liked Greek Immortals a lot. Chapter 5 Season 3 is a very controversial season because it's wrecked. The cars wrecked Fortnite to a lot of people, and to me personally, this is my video, my own opinions, the cars isn't the most overpowered things in the game. I still believe it's the snipers. Of Chapter 5, it's definitely the snipers, the modified snipers being the most overpowered thing in Chapter 5. In terms of the people are saying like, oh, these cars are the most overpowered things ever. No, they're not. The mechs were. But overall, I was fine with it. And another great addition to the game I want to cover here are the cactuses, the shield cactuses. They're so useful. Instead of just because when you're on the go, you can just use the cactuses, get full shield, it repairs your car. Great addition. Love the idea. The whole idea of nitro, great idea. It made the gameplay much faster, especially doing challenges. Doing challenges is really easy. So you can just have infinite fuel for the majority of your drive, which is so much fun to use. And it sucked that Nitro wasn't in Season 4, but I like Chapter 5 Season 3. It's not terrible like other people say. At least I had fun with it. And finally, we have Chapter 5 Season 4, the Marvel season. At first, I did not like the idea of Marvel season because we already had one already. Why do it again? But as the update came out, I was like, okay, this is different. The weapons that we have are actually unique from the ones that we had last time. This time around, we have items like War Machine's arsenal, Captain America's shield, Black Panther's gloves, the Doom gloves. Like they're all unique in their own way, which are items and mythics like Fortnite has been doing. And this entire season, like the entire meta of the season, are those items. Like if you don't have those items, you're screwed. And you don't need the medallions to win. Even though all you need is like one, which is Emma Frost medallion, because it sees everyone, which is overpowered. But the thing that I liked the most was the storyline. The storyline was very focused. So you had all stuff with Hope and Jonesy, and you had Doom, you had to fight all the bosses. On a weekly basis, you had like some challenges, and so it all led up to the mini event with Dr. Doom as this giant thing, and it was crazy. We defeated him in like 50 minutes. It was insane. It was awesome. A lot of people said it sucked, but that did not suck. That was really cool to see. But overall, I do enjoy Chapter 5 as a whole. I know, like I said, with Wrecked, people didn't like that season. And also the bullet drop-off, I didn't really talk about that because I didn't really experience that, because I didn't really use weapons at long range this chapter. I'm more of a close-up personal guy when it comes to fighting, so I'm not a long-range person, not like hitting the bullet drop-off. I didn't really notice it. But that was a problem people had. Also, locker UI is just bad, it's terrible. Hopefully they change that. I mean, I know they will, but they need to stop changing things if they've changed things. They also had the movement change, which after they did a bunch of fixes to it, like in the beginning it was terrible, but as time went on in Season 1 actually became better to what it is now, which I like now. Like it's really smooth and cool. But besides that, Chapter 5 was a good season. I don't know if it's better than Chapter 4 for me personally, because Chapter 4 revitalized my interest in the game, so Chapter 5 didn't really do that. But it still is a good chapter to me. I'm going to end it here. If you guys enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm going to go now, so goodbye everyone.